Yeah.
And, we have to decide as creators, what are we in this for at the end of the day? Everybody has to make a living, but at the end of the day, what is the most important thing for you? And for me, it's always been impact. It's always been, I want to build a body of work I can point to with pride. And that doesn't equate to tons and tons of sales necessarily. It doesn't equate to mass awareness or mass fame. It equates to impact. And so if I can impact the right people, that's all I want. When somebody who is a practitioner reaches out to me and says, hey, meaning somebody who's out there actually doing things in the world, they're running businesses, they're producing music, they're doing things that, are influencing other people. When somebody reaches out to me and says, hey, I really have found your books helpful to me, that means the world. And that's why I do what I do. And again, we all have to understand what is that fuel that drives your work. Again, we all have to make a living,
right?
But at the end of the day, are you going for impact or are you just going for eyeballs? At the end, eyeballs don't really mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but impact will echo for generations to come.
It does. Like any book that's written or any publication that's considered timeless, it's timeless for a reason. It's timeless for the impact. Right. And yeah, that's very powerful. So Todd, what would be your favorite thing that you have created recently?
So I gave a talk, and it's actually tied to the book that I'm writing right now. I gave a talk recently at an event called Story Conference, and it was about the nature of bravery. And that's really a topic I've been diving into for a long time, but I never really had sort of distilled it into something actionable and something where I could kind of communicate some of the core principles I've been learning. I've been signing books for years, be brave, with my name, because it's been so central to what I've talked about for years. And so I think probably that talk and my corresponding book that I'm working on now are probably the things I'm most proud of right now. So so I think that book, hopefully it will be out in the coming year. We're aiming for that, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm very excited about that one.
Okay. What about something that you've created by accident? Was there anything that you accidentally stumbled upon? Because I know when I'm tinkering with something, sometimes I'll just hit on something that was totally unplanned, and then it turns out to be this really awesome thing, and then you keep it, whether it be in your show, your speech, your whatever you're designing.
Yeah. So I mean, this is not related to my work, but as I mentioned, I was a singer-songwriter for a handful of years right out of college. And a couple of years ago, decided I was going to hang my guitar on my office wall.
Okay.
Because I realized I was not playing guitar nearly as much as I wanted to. So I decided I'm just going to make it more convenient. I'm going to hang my guitar on my office wall. And now when I'm in between something or I have a couple of minutes to spare, I'll pick up my guitar and I'll start noodling around. And I would say some of the funnest creative accidents that I've had over the last couple of years have been noodling around on my guitar. And I've written now probably a couple dozen songs in the last year just based on noodling around with my guitar, and something comes out, a little turn of phrase, a melody, a couple of things sort of just congeal into something that feels meaningful and impactful. And so I think that's probably the accidental thing or the accidental things that I've made that have been most enjoyable to me. And so I would say, for people, the principle that I always teach people related to that is, if you want something to happen more often, make it more convenient. So for me, that was putting my guitar on the wall, because my guitar is sitting in the case in the basement. I'm not going to be writing songs. I'm just not. Mm-hmm. But if I make it convenient, so whatever your craft is, whatever your thing is, try to make it as convenient as possible for yourself. And you're more likely to experience those moments of serendipity, those creative accidents.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that clip. And if you did, go ahead and click the link in the description below to check out the full interview to keep those creative gears turning. Remember to click the notification bell, comment below, and subscribe to this channel for more amazing, thought-provoking interviews. I'm Shaun Jay, and welcome to the Making Magic Podcast.